Hello and welcome back. And today I'd like to speak about Chelsea's lineup next season, where we can strengthen this side, where we can do business in order to get in top players, to strengthen our weakest positions. So I'm going to be using a template from buildlineup.com. It's free to use. Yeah. So basically we're going to start with the goalkeeper position. So at goal we are going to be, well, for now we could just put in Kepa, I assume, but in the long run I don't really think Kepa is what we need moving forward, really. I mean, is he a world-class goalkeeper? I don't really think he is. And he's got some glaring holes in his game. His aerial ability is not that great. His positioning is suspect at times. He's had some pretty awful performances for us this season. I don't think Kepa is the goalkeeper to move forward. Yeah. So, although I did put Kepa to start with, I actually think we would need to go out and buy a world-class goalkeeper. Right? If we were to really challenge the likes of Liverpool and Manchester City for the title, for Champions League, getting really high to the latter stages in the Champions League, we would need a really world-class squad, and to do that we need a world-class keeper. So yeah, that's one. At right back, I really appreciate what Aspi has done for us over the years, but I think it's time we give Reece James a go. The guy has had really good solid performances this season when he did feature, and he's just ready to go. He's ready to develop. He's ready to take a starting place in Frank Lampard's starting 11. Definitely think we should go for Reece James at right back. Left back, well, I actually do appreciate certain parts of Marcos Alonso's game. I think in certain positions, especially if he plays more as a left winger or as a defensive left midfielder, I think he can be really good. But his defensive ability is kind of under scrutiny at times, I suppose. I'm not saying he's a bad defender, he's not. But is he the best? And depends on what lineup we are using, to what lineup he needs to get used to. I think that if we're playing the traditional left back position, we could go worse than getting Ajax Amsterdam's Talia Fico. And yeah, I think he's a really good defender. He's not bad at going forward as well, but he's mainly defended a pure, old-fashioned left defender. At centre-back, well, we would need at least one world-class central defender, I suppose. Who that would be, it's hard to tell at this stage, but I'd say we will need to fork out like 50 mil or more to get a world-class central defender. And so I'm going to put just a template of a world-class central defender, because I don't really know who we can get at this stage of the season. To go alongside him, obviously we've got a few options. We've got Antonio Rudiger, we've got Andreas Christensen. If I had to choose between the two, I'd go for Christensen. I think it's probably our best central defender at the moment. Tomorrow is pretty good too. Suma has his moments, but I think if I had to choose one out of the four, I'd go with Andreas Christensen to go along the world-class central defender. At defensive mid, I don't think we could go far worse than... well, obviously at number 7, is our Kante. I mean, world-class central defensive midfielder, no doubt about that. And right next to him, I'd go with number 47, Billy Gilmore. The kid's been amazing. Pure talent, our very own Iniesta. I think he beats both Kovacic and Mason Mount and Ross Barkley and as well, actually. So all three of them should be behind him in the pecking order. There's also an argument for Loftus-Cheek in this lineup. But yeah, we've got loads of good midfielders. I don't think all 6 of them will stay here for next season. I think we'll probably be moving away from Jorginho and possibly from one more. But yeah, Kante and Gilmore is a formidable central mid in defensive mold, adaptive to the 4-2-3-1 formation I'm using in this particular case. Okay, now we get to the fun bit, really, the fun areas. So, attacking right, I'll go with Ziyech. I don't really remember his squad number, so I'm just going to go with any random number. Well, no, it's Emerson's 33, but yeah. So Ziyech will be at attacking mid on the right hand side. There's an argument for having Pulisic there as well. And there's an argument for placing him as an attacking midfielder in the centre. So that could work too, actually. So it depends if we get Kai Havertz, I suppose. If we get Kai, we could have Ziyech sliding to centre mid and having Kai here. Kai, I believe, is number 29, which leaves attacking left midfielder, winger. Obviously, we know who we're talking about Timo Werner. And yeah, I believe number 11 will be available for him, as Pedro's transfer to Rome seems to be all but concluded by now. So he will be able to wear number 11. And up front, Tammy Abraham. That's a pretty solid lineup, guys. I mean, I really don't think we could go wrong playing this lineup. Wow. And think about the bench players we have as well. Ross Barkley, Mason Mount, Ruben Loftus-Cheek, Callum Hudson-Odoi, Pulisic. I mean, that's insane, guys. I mean, we've got a squad which is really so deep. The only issue really in the squad, really, what we're really missing, assuming we don't get any problems with any obstacles on the way to signing Havertz, that would be world-class central defender, a left back, and a world-class goalkeeper. If we can get those 3 positions as well as Havertz, then I really think we are on the way to becoming a top side. We will be able to challenge for the title. We will be able to challenge for Champions League final place. And yeah, it's just going to be a great squad. Really fun to watch. Very fast, fluid, free-flowing football under Frank Lampard's stewardship. Yeah, really exciting stuff. So yeah, this is like the basic formation kind of idea. Of course, you can change it a bit. You could play Werner on top next to Abraham. You could play Havertz and Werner in a 4-3-3 position with 3 midfielders. Let's say Kante, Gilmore and Ruben Loftus-Cheek. And then you have Havertz, Abraham and Werner the 4-3-3, spearheading the 4-3-3 formation, which would be a formidable formation as well. So many options there. But I think in terms of like the basic structure of the team, I presume it would be 4-2-3-1 at the moment. The start of the season, I think that would be the lineup, but we never know obviously what is going to happen over the summer break, the late summer break months. Alright guys, so yeah, that's my take on Chelsea's 2020-2021 lineup, proposed lineup. Tell me what you guys think. Do you think this lineup would win us the league? Do you think it could win us the Champions League as well? If not, what do you think is missing in the side? Do you agree with giving young Billy Gilmour the nod at defensive mid? Or do you think we should stick with Jorginho? Alright guys, so thanks for watching, and yeah, please just do add your input in the comments comment section below, as well as on Twitter if you like. Follow me on Twitter as well, same handle, Wassup Chelsea. Thanks guys for watching, and I'll be seeing you in the very next video. Cheers.